Welcome to Football Fan Day UK. Hope you guys having a good start to the week as we are here for another Africa Cup of Nations game as Senegal take on Costa Rica in the last 16 of the competition. Should be a good game, guys. Senegal, the home host nation. Ivory Coast. Sorry, the home host nation, and Senegal. Obviously, everybody knows about Senegal and their strengths as a footballing nation. So hopefully, guys, we're in for a cracking game. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let me quickly share the team news on screen with you guys. There we go. There's the how the team's lining up. Senegal going with 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, and 3 up front, whereas Ivory Coast going with 4 at the back, 3 in midfield, and 3 up front. So there we go, guys. Let's hope we have a cracking game as both teams on the field. So teams are on the field. We've just had the national anthems as we wait for the referee to get us underway. Stevie saying, evening, guys and chat. How's it going, Stevie? A pleasure to have you with us, as always. Thank you for the amazing support you're showing with the Fandom project. As always, we appreciate it, Stevie. A big part of the Fandom project, as the always helping out in the background part of the Fan Den team. So we are waiting for kickoff as the players on the field. Pleasantries being exchanged as the referee does the coin toss. Referee is Pierre Acho, 31 years of old. Also have a female fourth official. I'm not sure if she's fourth official or the linesman, but great to see some female involvement in the officiating team. So Ivory Coast making 5 changes to their previous formation. Looking forward to this one, guys. Looking forward to this one. Should be a cracking game. Both teams capable of scoring goals. So hopefully we're going to have a cracking game, guys. And if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button. Would be appreciated. We're just waiting for the referee to get us underway. So teams just having a huddle on the in the middle of the field. So referee to get us underway as the players line up on the field now, guys. We're off and running. So Ivory Coast playing in all orange kit, and Senegal playing in green, all green strip. As the ball played out wide on this near side for Senegal. Senegal now on the attack down this near side. As the ball played forward, just gets away from Mane there and goes out of play. So yeah, now throwing on this near side. Senegal cross it into the box. And it's headed towards goal there, but the referee's blown for a foul, and that will be a free kick. Fantastic atmosphere in the stadium, guys. Fantastic atmosphere from the fans. Now, Senegal with the possession on the halfway line as they play the ball forward down the middle. Now the ball chipped into the box, but just gets away from them there as it goes out of play. And that will be a goal kick to Ivory Coast. Yeah, early in this game, 2 chances already created as Senegal get into the box on 2 occasions, but now the goalkeeper kicks the ball long down the field as it's headed forward by Senegal. Senegal now with the possession on this near side as Ivory Coast come to challenge for it. Ivory Coast heading the ball forward as Senegal just knocked the ball out of play on this near side as the referee blows the whistle. Yeah. So ball out of play on this near side as Senegal now with the possession. They just play it back to the goalkeeper. And now Senegal to play out from the back. Now Senegal playing the ball out wide to this near side. As the ball played forward, Ivory Coast come to challenge for it, but Senegal just play the ball back to their defensive line. Now switching the play out to the opposite side of the field. As now it's knocked into the centre circle. Senegal with the possession on the halfway line as Ivory Coast just sitting off here at the moment. Senegal play the ball forward as they knock it out wide to this near side. Ivory Coast come across, challenge for the ball, and it goes out of play for a throw-in to Senegal. Senegal now with the throw-in taken quickly. Ken's with us. How's it going, Ken? Ken saying hi. Gaz, Becky, Steve. Oh, Senegal with the ball crossed into the box. And it's into the back of the net. Early goal for Senegal. As the fans celebrate in the stadium. Sorry, Ken. So Ken saying hi, Gaz, Becky, and Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Amazing support is showing on the Africa Cup of Nations games. Thank you for that, mate. Yeah, it was a brilliant cross into the box for Senegal. And it was just intercepted and then hit on the volley. And the goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. So, yeah, Ivory Coast unable to keep him out there. Good goal for Senegal. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession as they play it out wide to that far side. Senegal coming to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast just play it back to their defensive line. As we're just coming up towards 5 minutes gone, guys. Still 1-0 Senegal. As now the ball played forward and challenge there. Sees the referee blow for the foul. And that will be a free kick on the far side of the field. Stevie saying, evening, Ken. Welcome back. Thank you, Stevie. Absolutely fantastic support from Ken on the Africa Cup of Nations. So free kick on the far side for Ivory Coast. Ball crossed into the box. It's deep as the goalkeeper manages to intercept it quite comfortably there. And that relieves the pressure momentarily for Senegal. Now Senegal to play out from the back as they play the ball out wide to that far side. Now ball just played back into the centre of the field as Ivory Coast come to press the ball. Senegal playing it out wide to this near side as eventually they play it back to the goalkeeper. Now ball crossed out wide on this near side as Senegal just play the ball back into their own half and again back to their defensive line. As now Ivory Coast make the challenge there, but it's a clumsy challenge on Mane. And the referee blows for the foul. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as both sets of players trying to win the possession. Senegal managing to keep the ball in play there as they try to cross it in the box under pressure there from Ivory Coast. Not sure where the ball went there. It was trying to get the cross in. So ended up going out for a corner. So corner on this near side for Senegal. And the referee just holding up this corner. Now the corner comes in towards the near post. It's knocked away by Ivory Coast. And goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in. So Mane with the throw-in now for Senegal as he throws the ball long up the field. Senegal now with the possession on the halfway line as they play it back into the centre of the field. Ivory Coast coming to press the ball as Senegal now kick the ball out wide on that far side, but too much pace on that as it bounces out of play. And that will be a throw-in on the far side for Ivory Coast, deep inside their own half of the field. Now, ball comes in as Senegal challenge, winning it back. Now Senegal trying to keep the possession, but Ivory Coast have won it back. Now they try to play out from the back as they knock the ball forward. Now playing it into the centre of the field as sliding challenge comes in there from Senegal. And the referee has blown for the foul as he reaches for the yellow card. Kenny's saying, come on, Senegal, go 11. Senegal on penalties. Come on, Senegal, go 11. Senegal on penalties. Well, thank you for that, Ken, mate. Sorry, I'm not making... What's the last bit mean? Go 11, Senegal on penalties. Are you expecting penalties, Ken? So Mane has been booked there by the referee for that challenge. We're 9 minutes in, guys. Senegal 1, Ivory Coast 0. So it's Diallo with the goal for Senegal. Just waiting for the referee to get us back underway. We've got an Ivory Coast player down on the pitch, just receiving medical treatment. Yeah, we can just see the challenge there. It's from the challenge from Mane. Scrunch crashed into him and he's stood into the leg. So, yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. Senegal. And the Ivory Coast player, he's feeling the pain of that challenge. So long stoppage here, that guys, for this injury. Yes, long stoppage. So yeah, the Ivory Coast player not going to be able to continue. We wish him well. Hopefully, he makes a speedy recovery. So we're back underway as now Ivory Coast play the ball out wide on that far side. It's challenged by Senegal as the ball just goes out of play for a throw in on that far side. The referee stopping the play. So now he's actually giving it as a free kick on the far side for Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast now playing the ball back to the halfway line. As now Senegal come to challenge for it. Ivory Coast just playing the ball back into their own half as now they knock it out wide on that far side. Now Ivory Coast coming forward as uh, they managed to keep the possession under pressure there, just playing it back to the halfway line. Now played into the centre circle as Ivory Coast now tried to come forward, but Senegal quickly challenged for it there as uh, Ivory Coast just playing it back into their own half. Now with the possession in the centre circle as Senegal come to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast just knock it back to their centre backs. So they try to build from the halfway line, but being pressed well by Senegal so far. So now Ivory Coast play the ball forward down the middle, challenged by Senegal as Senegal are almost winning the ball back there, but Ivory Coast make the challenge right back as it's knocked forward and eventually it goes all the way back to the Senegal goalkeeper. So Senegal now playing the ball out wide to this near side as they play it back into the centre of the field. Now Senegal just knocking it about inside their own half as they switch the play out to that far side, trying to come forward now as Ivory Coast come forward to press the ball. Senegal just playing it back into the centre of the field as now a long ball chipped forward, looking to get in behind the Ivory Coast defence, but the ball bounces all the way back to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper, and now Ivory Coast can build from the back as they play the ball forward out wide to that far side. Senegal come to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast play the ball forward through the press. It's now Ivory Coast forced to play it back towards their own box as Senegal pressing the ball really well from the front. Now the goalkeeper chips the ball up the field as both sets of players trying to win it in the centre circle. Ivory Coast now coming away with it as they race forward, challenged by Senegal, but Ivory Coast still coming as they play the ball out wide to that far side, coming towards the edge of the box as Senegal come across the challenge for it, but Ivory Coast just play the ball backwards to come forwards as now they play it into the centre of the field. Ball played forward there as it's intercepted by Senegal, and Senegal play it back to the goalkeeper. Ball played out wide on this near side as it goes out for a throw in, and that will be a throw in to Ivory Coast as they take it quickly and challenged straight away by Senegal as Ivory Coast trying to keep the ball in play on this near side. And now the referee's blown for a foul. So, yeah, thank you for that, Ken. Nice one, mate. Goalkeeper now kicks the ball long down the field. Headed on by Ivory Coast as it goes out of play on this near side, and that will be a throw-in to Senegal, halfway inside the Ivory Coast half of the field. Ball knocked forward there as Ivory Coast intercept it. Both sets of players trying to win it. As now Ivory Coast come away with it. Now playing the ball into the centre of the field as they knock it out wide to that far side. Now Ivory Coast on the attack as they race forward down the far side of the field. Senegal coming across the challenge for it as Ivory Coast managed to keep the ball as they knock it forward. But now it is won by Senegal as they chip it out wide on that far side. Ball played forward as it just goes out of play there, and that will be a throw-in on the far side of the field. Ivory Coast now with the possession. Ivory Coast now with the possession. Now they come forward up towards the halfway line. Ball played out wide on the far side of the field as Ivory Coast come forward. Senegal coming to press the ball, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession there. As they edge the way forward. Now a long crossfield ball out wide to this near side as Ivory Coast intercept it. Senegal quickly come across the challenge, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession as they play it back to the halfway line. Now ball played into the centre of the park as it's knocked out wide on that far side. Ball played forward as it's headed on and just goes out of play. No, the goalkeeper comes across and keeps it in play. Senegal now to play out from the back. Ball played out wide on this near side. Senegal now with the possession. They play it back into the centre of the field. It's knocked out wide on that far side. Ivory Coast coming to press for the ball, but Senegal just play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up into the centre circle, headed on by Senegal. It's intercepted by Ivory Coast. There's now Ivory Coast with a possession on the halfway line as they try to keep the ball under pressure there as they switch the play out to this near side with the ball crossed out to this near side as they come forward. Senegal challenge for it, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the ball as now they knock it forward, coming racing forward towards the edge of the Senegal box. Ball played out wide on this near side. Attempted cross, but it's blocked off there by Senegal as Ivory Coast now play the ball back into the centre of the field. Now it's knocked out wide to that far side. As Ivory Coast try to come forward. Senegal come to challenge for it. It's now Ivory Coast with the possession. Ball played out wide on this near side. Senegal come to challenge for it. Scrappy play on this near side as eventually Ivory Coast managed to keep it. Now they chip it out to the far side of the field as Senegal just see the ball out of play there as it bounces out of play, and that will be a throw-in to Senegal deep inside their own half on the far side of the field. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button. If you like us doing Africa Cup of Nations, let us know that by hitting the like button. It doesn't cost you nothing, and it helps us let us know that you appreciate us covering the competition. Now Ivory Coast with the possession on that far side as they try to come forward. Senegal try to challenge for it. Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession under pressure there, but eventually fouled as the referee blows the whistle. And that will be a free kick to Ivory Coast out on that far side. Ivory Coast now with his free kick. It's about 35 yards from goal. Now the ball swung in as the goalkeeper manages to intercept that quite comfortably. Now Senegal to play out from the back as they play the ball out wide to that far side. Ivory Coast coming to challenge for it, but Senegal managing to keep the possession as now they play the ball out to this near side, coming forward as they knock the ball long down the field. Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession as they play it back into the Senegal half. Now Senegal with the possession as they play it out wide to that far side. Ball played forward as Ivory Coast make the challenge, but Senegal start managing to keep it as the referee blows for the foul. And that will be a free kick to Senegal out on the far side of the field. Halfway inside the Ivory Coast half of the field. Senegal now with a free kick as Ivory Coast challenge for it, and it's just gone out of play on that far side for a throw into Ivory Coast. Ball comes in from the throw-in as Ivory Coast throw it back towards the edge of their own box. Now ball played back into the centre of the field. As Ivory Coast now push forward up towards the halfway line. Long ball crossed out wide to this near side as it just goes out of play, and that will be a throw into Senegal on this near side, halfway inside their own half of the field. Throwing comes in, thrown up towards the halfway line. Ivory Coast heading it forward as both sets of players trying to win the possession there as Ivory Coast play it into the centre circle. Now Ivory Coast coming forward on that far side as they knock the ball towards the edge of the box. Senegal trying to challenge, but now the ball crossed into the box as it just bounces out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Senegal. So goal kick now for Senegal. Goalkeeper kicks it out wide on that far side as it's intercepted by Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast now playing the ball back into the centre of the field. It's now the ball played forward. Senegal challenge for it. Senegal managing to keep the possession as it's chipped forward and just deflects out wide on this near side. And that will be a throw in to Ivory Coast as they take it quickly now. Ball played back into the centre of the field as now Ivory Coast play it out wide on that far side. Senegal come to press the ball, but well, it's gone out of play on that far side again for another throw. Another clumsy challenge. So we've got a throw in. I'm not sure the referee's giving the throw in here or the foul. So I think it might be the foul rather than the throw in. Yeah. So Ivory Coast now with the possession as they play the ball forward. Senegal tried to challenge, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession under pressure there as they chip the ball forward, but it's cut out by Senegal as Ivory Coast make the challenge, and now the referee's blown for a foul. Now Senegal play out from the back as they play the ball out wide on that far side. Ivory Coast coming to press the ball, but Senegal just play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long, out wide to this near side as it's headed on. Ivory Coast managing to intercept it just on the edge of their own box as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper kicks it out wide to that far side as Ivory Coast now racing forward down the far side of the field as they come up towards the halfway line. Senegal coming across the challenge. Ivory Coast knock it forward into the box as they trying to get the shot off here under pressure, but Senegal make the challenge and manage to knock the ball away. It's now Senegal trying to come forward, but Ivory Coast have challenged as they win the ball back and play the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now Ivory Coast with the possession. I say play it out wide on that far side, coming forward as they switch the play into the centre of the park. Senegal tried to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession. As now they play the ball forward, knocked out wide to this near side as Senegal come across the challenge for it, managed to win the ball back. But the referee has brought it back for the foul. So that's going to be a free kick on this near side. Joey, how you doing, mate? Joey saying hi, Gaz, Stevie, and Fandenners. How's it going, Joey? Well, there's only a couple of true Fandenners, mate. As we're finding out with this Africa Cup of Nations, a lot of the regulars staying away. So, yeah, only starting to see who the true Fandenners are now, Joey. But welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good, enjoyable rest, mate. So thank you for that, Joey. Top man. Always a pleasure to have you with us, mate. So, yeah. Joey and Ken showing that they are true Fandenners, coming showing support while we cover the Africa Cup of Nations. Sorry, we're not doing UK football tonight, Joey, but I don't know if you've seen the numbers. Go and look at the channel. The numbers we've been getting on these Africa Cup of Nations games have been amazing. So, unfortunately, I'm focusing on them on the Africa Cup of Nations. We did the game before this, and we got 10 new subscribers. Not going to get that on a Blackburn game, am I? So that's why you can see why I'm not covering Blackburn Wrexham tonight. I'm not saying we're going to get that many subs on this channel, on this stream. It's a bit quieter, but I think that's because it's early evening, so people got the chance to watch it. But it just tells you how much of an impact, a positive impact, the Africa Cup of Nations games are having to help us build fandom. But yeah, welcome to the show, Joey. Stevie is saying, hi, Joey. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. And Joey's saying, that's awesome, Gaz. Got to go where the numbers are, mate. I have at the minute. Obviously, in the future, we'll start to focus more on the games that you guys want me to cover. But at the moment, you're absolutely right, mate. At the moment, while we're trying to get Fandom up and running and get it further along, get it pushing forward, then unfortunately I do, mate. I do need to go where the numbers are. So thank you for understanding that, mate. Wish all the regular members of the Fandom project understood that. They don't seem to be very happy that I'm covering the Africa Cup of Nations. But as you say, we got to try and get the numbers first before we can start focusing on what specific games that we want to do. Because if it was up to me, obviously, I would be picking games that I would like. You know which teams I like, Joey. So you know which games I would be picking if it was up to me. But it's not about me. It's not about what I like. It's about what's good for Fandom. So top man, thank you for that, Joey. Really appreciate the support and understanding. You and Ken have been showing fantastic support while we've been doing the Africa Cup of Nations. And it's only got another 2 weeks to run. So then we'll be back fully focused on UK football as normal. So thank you for that, Joey. And Joey saying, sod them. Yeah, well, yeah, like I say, mate, as you know, I want to do the games you guys want me to do. But as you just said, we got to, at this stage where we're at with Fandom, we got to go where the numbers are. So we've got a water break at the moment, guys. There's both sets of players coming to get a drink. But yeah, Joey, good news. We found a new streaming platform I'm going to be testing it later on after this game. I've not set it up just yet, but we're going to be testing it after this game, and I'm really excited. Really excited to join this new platform because it's specifically a streaming platform for live streamers, so it could potentially really help boost fandom. Only found out about it yesterday. I've set up an account on it, so I'm going to do a test stream on it later after this game. But yeah, I'm really excited, mate, because then we can potentially do the games and be attacking not just YouTube, but the new platform as well, doing them, covering them both at the same time, which could really give Fanden a boost. Fingers crossed. But it is a brand new platform started in America, so I believe, and it's only been going for 2 years, but already it's quite new. Quite a few streamers on it. We might end up being one of the first channels on there that do UK football. So fingers crossed it turns out to be good. We can only way we can find out is trying it. But I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to do the first test stream. And if it works out later really well, the test stream, then we'll be linking it in to tomorrow's games, so that then we'll be starting to stream on 2 platforms, YouTube and the new platform Kick. So I'm really excited. Really excited. Hope it's going to give Fanden a good boost. Senegal, we're back underway now after the water break. Senegal now with the possession on that far side as they knock the ball forward. Intercepted by Ivory Coast as they chip the ball up towards the halfway line. And eventually it's knocked all the way back to the goalkeeper. Joey saying, cool, sounds good. That what you want. Absolutely, Joey. Yeah, well, like I say, it's not going to interfere with our. The good thing that why I'm excited about is because it's going to fit in with what we already do. I could stream on Facebook, but Facebook is not going to fit in with what we already do. It'd actually be more work. But with this new platform that we've discovered, it looks like it's going to fit in with what we already do. So in other words, it's not going to interfere with what we do right now, which is great. We'll just be able to link it in. So I'll be still doing as normal on YouTube, but also it'll start to stream it on the other platform as well, which is fantastic, especially with it being quite new as well. So I'm really excited about it, really excited. I'm hoping that we end up being one of the first football community channels on there. There is some football channels on there, but I've only found South American channels on there at the minute. So in other words, channels doing South American football. So fingers crossed we might be the first one potentially from the UK or even possibly Europe. We'll wait and see. But I only found out about it last night, so I've still got a lot to learn about it. But I'm going to be testing it later on this evening, and I'm really, really excited. But thank you, Joey. Loving the support as always, mate. Top man. You are an absolute gentleman. Joey saying, let me know when you set up and your link, and I will pop over and follow. Well, thank you very much, Joey. Yeah, I've set up the stream. It's actually a specific streaming platform. So when you go on the channel, like as if you came on YouTube now, but on that, if you actually go on it and you go to our channel, it'll show you the account, and all it comes up with is currently Fanden is offline. So it's kind of like specific to live streaming, which is really good because that, like I said, I've not found a specific platform for streaming. But yep, the platform, I don't know if you've heard of it, Joe. Have you heard of it, mate? It's called kick.com. So yeah, let me know, Joey, if you've heard of it. But yeah, thanks, mate. If you're on it, if you can drop a follow, that'd be really awesome because we need 75 followers to hit the targets on there. With 5 hours streaming and 75 followers. Well, I'll hit the 5 hours streaming, no problem. We could do 5 hours in one day, as you know, mate. But thank you, Joey, for the awesome support as always, mate. Really appreciated. Ivory Coast now with the possession as they play the ball out wide to this near side. Ball played forward as Senegal come to make the challenge. Ivory Coast managing to keep the ball as it's just knocked out of play there. As Senegal challenge for it, Ivory Coast take the throwing quickly, throwing it back to the halfway line. So yeah, thank you for that, Joey. You are an absolute star, and really appreciate the top support as always, mate. Stevie saying thank you, Joey. We'll have the link tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely, Stevie. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're going to test it tonight, aren't we, mate? So yeah, Joey's saying he's heard of it. Wow, you're the first person I've come across, Joey, that's heard of it. Apparently, it's only been up and running for 2 years. Apparently, it's only been up and running for 2 years. So it sounds like it's a brand new platform. So I'm really excited to get started on that. But yeah, if the test goes well tonight, then we'll drop the link in tomorrow because we'll be linking it into the channel, into obviously what we do already. So thank you, Joey. Nice one, mate. You're a star. Ivory Coast now with the possession on that far side. Ken is saying, hi, Joey. Are you good? Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Now, Senegal with the possession on that far side as they chip the ball forward. It's intercepted by Senegal. Senegal knocking it forward there, but it's won back by Ivory Coast as they knock the ball forward. Now it's Senegal trying to make the challenge as they manage to win the ball back there. Part Sport, how you doing, mate? Part Sport saying hi. How's it going, Part Sport? Welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Hope you're doing well. And hello to you as well, mate. Welcome to the show, Part Sport. Joey saying hi, Ken. Oh, good, thanks. And you, awesome. Thank you, Joey. Top stuff, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, guys. Yeah. True fandenners, you guys, aren't you? Really true fandenners. As now Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide on that far side as they play it back into the centre of the field. Now, ball played forward as Senegal tried to make the challenge. Now it's knocked out wide on this near side as Ivory Coast playing the ball forward. Senegal trying to challenge for it there, but Ivory Coast have managed to keep it as they play it back into the centre of the field. Now it's knocked out wide on that far side as Ivory Coast try to come forward towards the edge of the box, but Senegal quickly shifting players across to challenge for the ball. Stevie saying, hi, Part Sport. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Yeah. Thank you for that, mate. And absolutely welcome to the show, Part Sport. Hope you're doing well, mate. Having a good start to the week. Ball chipped out wide on that far side by Ivory Coast as Senegal headed in the direction. Why do players shove each other in the back? They know they're going to get the foul. So why do it? Ivory Coast now with a free kick on that far side as they play the ball into the centre circle. Now Ivory Coast trying to come forward. As Senegal have won it back there on the halfway line. It's now Mane chasing forward there on the far side of the field as he's challenged by Ivory Coast, and Ivory Coast managed to win the ball back as now they play it up towards the halfway line. Now ball played long as Ivory Coast trying to get in behind the Senegal defence here. Senegal just make the challenge there and the ball knocked away, but Ivory Coast have won the possession back on that far side. Now the ball crossed into the box. Senegal just managed to do enough there as the ball goes wide. Ivory Coast tried to latch onto it, but just gone too far wide of that far post, and the goalkeeper managed to make the challenge. Yeah, that should be a corner for Ivory Coast on the far side of the field. I like your thinking, Joey. I like your thinking. It's top, Joey. Joey saying, well, I'm going to be the oddball. Laugh out loud. Most people want Senegal to win. I'm going to root for Ivory Coast. Well, I like your strategy there, Joey. Absolutely. Yeah, the Ivory Coast are very much the underdogs at the moment in this one. But they're still trying, mate. They're playing out ball out wide to this near side. But yeah, I love that, Joey. Top stuff, mate. Quality. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Don't follow the crowd. Yeah, man after my own heart, Joey. Loving it. Definitely. Mm. Definitely loving that kind of thinking, Joey. Don't follow the crowd. Although, as you guys know, I'm very much tried to be neutral. But yeah, if I was sitting as a fan, I would definitely be like Joey. I'd be thinking, I'm following the team that nobody wants to win because I like to be different. So loving it, Joey. Loving it, mate. Senegal challenging for it there as the ball knocked away. Ivory Coast have managed to play it back to the goalkeeper. Ball played out wide on this near side as Senegal just had the ball out of play. And that will be a throw in on this near side for Ivory Coast, deep inside the Senegal half. So yeah, if you guys just joining us, we're currently on. Well, where's the time limit gone? We're currently on just coming up to 43 minutes gone, guys, and it's currently Senegal 1, Ivory Coast 0. As we've got a free kick on this near side, the Senegal goalkeeper takes it as he kicks it long down the field, headed back in the direction it came from. So now we've got it coming together there. The referee's blown for the foul. And that will be a free kick on this near side. Ivory Coast take the free kick quickly as they play it into the centre of the park. Now, ball played back into the centre circle. As Ivory Coast now try to come forward. Playing the ball forward as Senegal come to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession as now they play it out wide to that far side. Oh, Senegal challenge for it on this near side as they knock the ball up the field, and Ivory Coast have headed it out of play on this near side, and that will be a throw in to Senegal. Since the goal, guys, it's been a bit of a broken up game so far. There's not much. Well, we've had a couple of opportunities on goal, but it's been very fractured with a lot of stoppages, ball going out of play a lot of times. So yeah, been a bit scrappy, you might say. Senegal now on the attack as Mane on this near side come racing into the box. Ball crossed in as Senegal almost been able to get the ball in the back of the net there, but the goalkeeper makes the challenge just at the last moment. And now the referee's blown for a foul. He's blown for the offside flag. My bad, guys. So offside flag's gone up. Well, that's going to be a late flag. How's that an offside? Yeah, late flag again. You always get these late flags. They cause confusion. Ball played out wide on that far side. We've got 5 minutes added on time at the end of this first half, guys. Ball knocked out of play on that far side for a throw into Ivory Coast as they take the throw in quickly, playing it back to the halfway line. Now, Ivory Coast playing the ball into the centre of the park. Just cautiously knocking it about on the halfway line at the moment. And it's now Ivory Coast play the ball forward. Yeah, I was watching Liverpool ladies a bit before Joey, before this game. I think it was the highlights of playing Arsenal ladies. But yeah, some improvement to be done for Liverpool ladies, isn't there, mate? They conceded 2 goals quite quickly. Well, I like to say it was only highlights, but it's quite interesting. As I keep telling you guys, keep trying to watch some ladies football when I can. Now, Senegal with the possession on that far side as Ivory Coast challenge for it. Now Ivory Coast winning the ball back as they play the ball into the centre circle. Now it's played forward as Ivory Coast knock it out wide to this near side. Ball played forward towards the edge of the box as Senegal tried to challenge for it. Now the ball crossed in as it's headed away by Senegal. But Ivory Coast regain the possession outside the box, quickly challenged by Senegal as Ivory Coast win the ball back there momentarily. But now the referee's blown for the foul. Yeah, the foul on Mane. Joey's saying, never really watched them, mate. Naughty me. Yeah, have a watch of them when you get chance, Joey. It's understandable, mate. There's a lot of football played, so it's hard to keep up with it. But I've not watched a lot of them myself, mate. To be fair, I've only seen, like I say, it was just the highlights. I was watching it while waiting for this game to start. But yeah, looks like some improvement needed, mate. Now Ivory Coast with the ball played forward as Senegal win the ball back. Now Senegal charge. Oh, shot from distance as it goes over the top of the crossbar. And that will be a goal kick. But Senegal doing well there with a real long shot from distance. But it's as the ball always rising and goes over the top of the bar. Ken is saying, I am fine, Joey. Awesome. Good to hear, Ken. Don't forget, guys, please do hit the like button if you could, would be appreciated. And thank you if you have already. So, yeah, we're 3 minutes into the 5 minutes added on time. So, good to hear, Ken. Ken also saying, hi, the Park Sport. Luton beat City. Hope Luton beats City. Yeah. So do I, Ken. So do I, mate. Now the possession with Senegal as they lose it there. Ivory Coast have won it back. Now Ivory Coast with the referee's blown for another foul here. So Ivory Coast with the free kick just on the edge of the centre circle. Now they play out wide to this near side as Ivory Coast now racing forward. Coming towards the edge of the box. The Senegal try to make the challenge. Ivory Coast still with the possession. As now the ball crossed into the box. It's headed away out to this near side by Senegal as the ball bounces out and goes out for a throw-in. So, yep, thank you for that, Ken. Nice one, mate. Another cross into the box as it's headed away. And now Ivory Coast play down in the box, but Ivory Coast quickly cross it back into the box as Senegal managed to head it away out to that far side. Now Senegal on the attack as they race forward down that far side of the field. Ball played into the centre as now Senegal keep coming as they knock the ball forward there, but it's deflected off the Ivory Coast defender and goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in. Joey saying, jolly good, Ken. Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Thank you for that, mate. And there goes the half-time whistle, guys. There goes the half-time whistle. Joey is saying, I know, Ken. I'm well rooting for Luton in that one. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Yeah, I like your thinking. Same here, mate. Same here. Yeah, nothing against City. I just don't want to see them win anything else at the minute. I just want to see other teams winning stuff, not City. So let's have a look how that game has gone in numbers at half time. And then let's have a look how the numbers look. Half-time break, guys. We'll quickly have a look at these numbers, and then you guys got a chance to go and get yourself a quick drink if you want one. So let's get rid of that and share on the screen. How's it going, guys? Here we go. There we go, guys. There's The half-time match stats on the screen are as follows. Total shots, 2 for Senegal, 2 for Ivory Coast. Shots on target, 1 for Senegal, 1 for Ivory Coast. Possession, 37% for Senegal, 63% for possession for Ivory Coast. Passes, 154 for Senegal, 255 for Ivory Coast. Pass accuracy is 80% for Senegal, 88% for Ivory Coast. Fouls, 10 for Senegal, 8 for Ivory Coast. Yellow cards, 1 for Senegal, none for Ivory Coast, and no reds, thankfully. Offsides, none, and corners, 2 for Senegal, 2 for Ivory Coast. So not a lot to choose between the two teams, guys. As I said, it's been a very scrappy first half with not a lot of quality in the box. But as you can see on the screen, the attempts on goal tells you just how cagey this game has been in the first half. So yeah, so let's get rid of that and share the other stats on the screen as you guys just bear with me a second. Here we go. I'll put this on because this gives you loads of stats during the halftime break. As you can see, guys, on the screen, it keeps changing and bringing other stats up. So I'll leave that on rather than the other one. So, yeah, Joey saying, I know, Ken, I'm well. I read that one. Thank you, Joey. Nice one, mate. Part Sport is saying, does Luton play City still at the end of next month? Yeah, I think you drew them in the cup, didn't you? Was it the cup, the FA Cup? Am I remembering? I'm not sure which game they're going on about, but yeah, it was. Yeah, you drew City in the cup, I think, didn't you, mate? But thank you for that, Part Sport. How you doing, mate? Good to have you with us. The Part Sport saying, I just know that we are playing Brighton tomorrow. Right, okay. Well, that's an opportunity to win, in it, mate. Joey's saying, think all cups should come home to LFC this season for Klopp. Laugh out loud. Yeah, absolutely. I like you thinking, Joey. I like you thinking. Well, you guys certainly, I think you guys definitely bringing more silverware home, mate, as you're still in all 4 competitions. So, yeah, hopefully Liverpool will get something out of the cups that you're involved in. Joey saying, was talking about the FA Cup, Part Sport, not sure when the game is. Yeah, it'll be next month, won't it? Because obviously we're in January now, so we're almost at the end of January, so we're just going into February. If you guys just joining us, please do hit that like button if you like us covering the Africa Cup of Nations. We would love to have you part of Football Fandom. We are very much a fan community channel, as we're working hard to bring good football fans together of all cultures around the world. Doesn't matter what beliefs you have, doesn't matter what. As long as you love football, you are welcome here at Fandom. We want you to feel part of what we're trying to do. So please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. As I say, we are very much a community channel that want you guys to feel part of the Fandom project. We cover Premier League, we cover EFL, we cover Scottish football, we cover the Champions League, the Europa League, the European Cup. We cover Africa Cup of Nations. We even cover some of the Asia Cup. And we also cover the World Cup when it comes round as well. So all UK clubs here and international football covered here on Fandom. You like the sound of that? Please do consider subscribing. We would love to welcome you to the Fandom project and the Fandom community. So yeah. We was, Joey. Yeah, you're right. Talking about the FA Cup. Thank you for that, mate. So guys, let us know if you have a favourite for the competition for the Africa Cup of Nations. Let us know in the chat who do you think's going to win the Africa Cup of Nations. Some fantastic players, loving the fantastic atmosphere the fans are showing in the ground. We've been seeing a real party atmosphere from the fans. And I've got to say, I love it, guys. I absolutely love the party atmosphere that the fans have been showing in all the Africa Cup of Nations games. been a credit to the competition and to Africa, as African nations all over Africa showing fantastic support by their fans and really creating a positive vibe in the stadiums, and that's what we love to see. So please do feel free to drop your comments in the chat. Part Sport is saying, I mean, all of the big teams have fallen, so I don't know. So I don't know now. Well, let's hope that City fall to you, mate. Let's hope that you can knock Manchester City out of the FA Cup. That would be cool for you guys. So yeah. Keep your comments coming, guys. I'm going to quickly go and grab a packet of crisps because I've not had nothing to eat tonight yet, and I'm really peckish. We'll be eating after I finish the stream, but I'm feeling really hungry, so I'm going to go and grab a quick packet of crisps. But I'll be right back in a moment. Keep your comments coming, guys, and I'll read out more comments when we get back. The Part Sport saying, I mean, in the AFCON. Right. My apologies. I thought you were still talking about Luton. My apologies. I'm not sure that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's still. That's the beauty of the. That's the beauty of knockout tournaments, mate. Not everybody can qualify. Yeah, there's still some big club nations in it. Egypt managed to scrape through yesterday, didn't they? So obviously Senegal in control of this one. So yeah, you might do. I know some of the big teams have been knocked out. You're right there, mate. But like I say, still plenty of nations involved. But that's the beauty of knockout competitions, guys. Anybody can win a one-off game. So yeah. So as I say, guys, we're going to quickly go and grab a packet of crisps, and I'll be right back. So keep your comments coming, guys. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I didn't want to eat on camera, so I just quickly scrammed a pack of the crisps just to tide me over till I have my lovely wife's cooking after the stream. So yeah, that should see me right till we get the stream out of the way. Loving the fact we're seeing a female referee official involved in this game as well. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, two late female referees. So two female referees involved in this game. I'd seen the one because she's tall, so she stood out. So let's see what you guys are saying. Stevie's saying Gaz will be back. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. Thank you for that. Part Sports saying, didn't Egypt? You're right, mate. You did. I thought they got through, so I read it wrong. I missed that game last night. So, yep, you're right. I didn't do that game last night, as I was pretty tired last night, so I decided to give that one a miss. But, yep, you're right. Egypt did get knocked out, obviously. DR Congo going through, so you're right. Part Sports saying, didn't Egypt lose against DR Congo 8-7 in penalties? They did, mate. You're right. You're absolutely right. My apologies. Thank you for that, Part Sport. Part Sport saying, no, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. I read it wrong, mate. It's my bad. My bad. Thank you for that, Part Sport. Nice one, mate. Top man. Part Sport saying, what flavour crisps do you like, Gaz? Well, I like a lot of crisps, but I think probably one of my favourite is Monster Munch. I do love Monster Munch. I could eat them till they come out my ears. And Joey saying, yeah, Part Sport, Congo won on penalties. Thank you, Joey. Yeah, I read it wrong. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my bad. So we're back underway. As now Ivory Coast with the possession on the halfway line as Senegal come to challenge. And Part Sport saying, thank you, Joey. Awesome. Thank you, Part Sport. Don't forget, guys, if you like us doing the Ivory Coast Senegal game and the Africa Cup of Nations, please do hit that like button. That's the best way you can show it. Costs you nothing. Just lets us know that you like us covering the Africa Cup of Nations. And it's very much appreciated. Thank you very much if you already have. Senegal now with the possession. So just knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now, ball played out wide to this near side as Senegal chipped the ball forward up to into the Ivory Coast half of the field as both sets of players trying to win it on this near side. Senegal just managing to keep it in as Ivory Coast win back the possession. And Joey saying, no worries. Thank you, Part Sport. Top man. And Joey also saying, no worries. Top stuff, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you very much. So Ivory Coast now with the possession on this near side as they play the ball forward. Senegal challenge for it. Senegal fouled there, and that will be a free kick just on the edge of the centre circle. So apologies if you're listening in, guys. You can see, shot there from Senegal as the goalkeeper makes the save. Yeah, just knocked wide of the post. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, I've left that on the screen because obviously some people might not. Obviously, we're on international football, so some people might not speak English. So what is on the screen is to help you guys that don't speak English understand what's going on in the game. Apologies, it is a minute ahead of me. So obviously my commentary is not in time with what you're seeing on the screen. Apologies for that, guys, but unfortunately not much I can do about it. Senegal now with a cross into the box as it's headed wide. And that will be a goal kick to Ivory Coast. So thank you for that, Part Sport, Joey, as well. Thank you, guys. Goalkeeper now kicks the ball long down the field. Both sets of players jumping to head the ball as it's deflected out on this near side, and that will be a throw-in to Ivory Coast deep inside the Senegal half as the ball comes in. Senegal come to challenge for it. Ivory Coast still with a possession on this near side as Senegal trying to challenge to win it back. They managed to win it momentarily, but then Senegal win it right back as they try to come forward. And now the referee's blown for the foul. Or is it an offside? I'm not sure. It's difficult to tell in this game, guys. With the referees, some of the referees showing. Right. Yeah, I think it is the foul. So, yeah, guys, let us know who you think is going to win the Africa Cup of Nations. We'd love to hear from you. If you're listening in the background, please do get involved in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to win the Cup of Nations. Ivory Coast now with a free kick on this near side. As the ball crossed in, it's headed away. As Ivory Coast with a possession on the edge of the box. Ball crossed in as it deflects, comes out wide to this near side. Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession under pressure there as Senegal challenged for it, and the ball eventually knocked out of play for a throw-in. Ball played up the field as Ivory Coast now play it into the centre of the park. Senegal coming to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast play it forward there. Now it's worked out wide on this near side. It's a long crossfield ball out to the opposite side of the field as Ivory Coast head it forward. Both sets of players trying to win it now as Senegal clear their lines, blasting the ball up the field, and it goes all the way back to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball out wide to that far side as both sets of players trying to win it. Ivory Coast coming away with the possession as they race forward now down that far side of the field. Senegal coming across the challenge as Ivory Coast just managing to keep it in as they come out, just bundled over there. No foul given. Senegal knocked the ball away, but Ivory Coast challenge, win it back, and now the referee blows for the foul. Ball kicked long up the field by the goalkeeper as Ivory Coast intercepts it there. Now they play it back out wide on that far side, but it goes out for a throw-in to Senegal. Part Sport is saying, I'm going off now as my mum needs help, but I wish that Gaz lives more longer than everyone. Well, thank you very much for that, mate. And that Ivory Coast wins for Joey, and that Ken appears and comments on the chat once more time as well. Bye. Thank you very much, Part Sport. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. Stay safe and well. And yep, you go and help your mum. A pleasure to have you with us as always. Take care, mate. Stay safe and well. Thank you, Part Sport. Top man. Take care, mate. Thank you for that, Part Sport. Now, the ball played up the field. I'm just going to take that off because it's quite a big message. So, Ivory Coast now with a possession played out wide on this near side as Senegal come to challenge. Ken is saying, bye, Part Sport. Good luck to Luton Tuesday. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Nice one, mate. Top stuff. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Ivory Coast now coming racing into the box as they cut the ball in, but the goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out of the air. And now Senegal on the attack as they race forward. And the ball goes all the way back to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper who chips it out wide to this near side, but it just goes out of play. And that will be a throw-in. Yeah, apologies for the delay, what you're seeing on screen. I don't normally use it much, that, guys, as I'm sure you guys that are regular fandenners know that, but I decided to use it today and leave it on for the Africa Cup of Nations because there is the language barrier. Some people might not be able to speak English. So apologies, it's delayed what I'm seeing compared to what you're seeing on the screen. Ivory Coast now playing the ball out wide to that far side as they kick the ball long up the field. Senegal coming across the challenge for it. And so Ivory Coast come towards the edge of the box as it's crossed in and knocked away to this near side as it rolls out of play for a throw-in. So, yeah. Leave the lineup, see if that is preferred. I don't know if you guys prefer that. I'm not sure. We've got stats there for you guys to read as well. Now, the ball played forward as Senegal racing forward into the box as Ivory Coast make the challenge, and the goalkeeper eventually manages to win the ball. Now it's knocked away out wide to this near side as both sets of players trying to win it, but Senegal come away with it as they charge forward. Ivory Coast making the challenge as it goes out of play on this near side. The referee stopped the play here for a challenge. So, yeah, injury to the Senegal player. It's well, the claims for the penalty, but I don't think it's going to be given. It's Marla, the player, down on the ground. So, yeah, still waiting for this player to receive treatment. Joey saying, sorry, guys, I'm back. No worries. No need to apologize, Joey. No need to apologize, mate. So I totally understand, mate. You got family to look after as well. But welcome back, Joey. If you're just joining us, guys, we're on 50, well, just coming up towards 57 minutes gone. Still Senegal 1, Ivory Coast 0. Referee waving away the penalty champ claims as the Senegal player walks out on this near side. And the ball goes out of play. As Ivory Coast now coming forward. As they play it out wide to this near side. Senegal coming to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast just play the ball back into the centre of the field. As Senegal come to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession. Ken is saying, glad you're back, Joey. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Now Ivory Coast with the possession on this near side. Ball crossed in as it's intercepted quite comfortably there by the goalkeeper. Now Senegal playing the ball forward up towards the halfway line as Ivory Coast make the challenge. Ivory Coast have won it now as they race forward, but Senegal trying to challenge for it as Ivory Coast with the possession on that far side. Ball played towards the edge of the box as they try to get the ball in behind, but the goalkeeper comes to collect the ball before Ivory Coast can get the shot off. And that will be relief momentarily for Senegal. Joey's saying, come on, Ivory Coast. Hey. And Ken saying, come on, Senegal. Awesome. Loving the fact that you guys rooting for the African nations teams. Thank you, guys. Top stuff. Yellow card shown to the Senegal player there for that challenge. If you just join us, guys, we've got a stoppage in play at the moment for a player injured. So just an ant in the face to the Ivory Coast player. So Habib Diallo booked by the referee for that challenge. As now Ivory Coast get us back underway, playing the ball out wide on that far side. Now ball played into the centre of the park as Senegal tried to challenge for it. Ivory Coast play it out wide on that far side as they tried to come forward, but Senegal quickly come to challenge for it. The ball just knocked out of play there, but Ivory Coast managing to keep it momentarily. As now they try to come forward down the far side, but Senegal make the challenge as they win it back. Now Senegal playing it forward, but it's intercepted by Ivory Coast as the referee blows for the foul, and that will be a free kick to Ivory Coast. Ball played forward as it's intercepted there by Senegal and knocked out of play on the far side of the field. Ball played out wide on this near side. That's now Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession as they just play it back into the centre of the park. Now knocked out wide to the far side of the field as they play it forward. Senegal trying to challenge for it there as Ivory Coast just play it back to the halfway line. Now Ivory Coast charging forward down the middle of the field as Senegal make the challenge. Winning it back just on the edge of the box as they try to clear their lines, but it's blocked off there by Ivory Coast as the ball goes out of play, and that will be a throw-in. So Ivory Coast now with trying to press the ball as Senegal play it down this near side. It's not forward and goes all the way back to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper as now Ivory Coast build from the back. Ball played out wide on this near side as Senegal intercept it. Now Senegal on the attack as they race forward, working the ball down this near side as they come into the Ivory Coast half of the field, working the ball towards the edge of the box, but it's blocked off there by Ivory Coast as they manage to win the possession back. Now Ivory Coast coming forward as Senegal make the challenge and win the ball back just outside the centre circle. Ivory Coast coming forward now down the far side as Senegal just managed to intercept it there and play it back to the goalkeeper as now Senegal playing the ball out to that far side. So thank you for that, Ken and Joey as well. Thank you, guys. Senegal now with the possession. Thought we'd have more goals in this game than we've got at the moment, guys. Senegal now with the possession. As they chip the ball out wide to that far side, but it goes out of play for a throw-in. Ivory Coast now with the possession, played back into the centre of the park. Now it's played out wide to this near side. As Ivory Coast coming forward. Senegal make the challenge, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession now. But Senegal are challenged as they win it back. Now Senegal on the charge down this near side, but the referee's blown for the stoppage there. And we're going to have a substitution. So Senegal. So Diakite coming off for Ivory Coast. And it's Max Allen Gradel coming on to replace him. No, it's not. He's gone off. Sorry. Stupid thing. Sorry, guys. So it's Nicholas Pep coming on for Ivory Coast. And it's also Simon Aidinger coming on as well for Ivory Coast. Habit Diallo was booked a couple of minutes ago, but I missed his name. Now Senegal with the possession as they play it out wide to that far side. Ball crossed into the box as it's headed away by Ivory Coast. Senegal managing to win it there, but they lost it again as Ivory Coast challenged to win it back. Now ball played forward as Senegal with a shot, but it's blocked off there by their own player as they managed to keep the possession on the edge of the box. Now it's knocked out wide. Senegal with a shot, and it's just wide of this near side post. So Senegal about to make a substitution. So Nicola Jackson coming off, and it's Habib Diallo coming off. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession as they play it out wide to this near side. Senegal coming to challenge for it. Ivory Coast managing to keep it as now they play it forward down this near side as it's headed out of play there by Senegal. And that will be a throw in on this near side to Ivory Coast. Now, Ivory Coast chipping it into the box as Senegal try to knock it away there. But there's a foul on the goalkeeper. Suddenly got really scrappy this game. So just to let you guys know, Blackburn have beaten Wrexham 4-1. And Cape Verde won earlier on against Mauritania 1-0 with a penalty. Loads of football tomorrow, guys. As in the Africa Cup of Nations tomorrow, Mali taking on Burkina Faso, Morocco playing against South Africa. And in the Asia Cup tomorrow, Uzbekistan v Thailand, Saudi Arabia v South Korea. Plenty of games in the UK as well. Premier League fixtures tomorrow, as well as Scottish Premiership. And a number of games going on tomorrow. It's championship games and also a couple of games in the lower leagues. Also the EFL Trophy tomorrow. So loads of football coming at us tomorrow. Oh, shot from distance there by Senegal as it goes wide of the far post. And that will be a goal kick to Ivory Coast. Good shot from distance, not far off, considering how far out from goal he was. So we're just coming up to 70 minutes gone, guys. Still Senegal 1, Ivory Coast 0. I'm not sure if you guys still are. Joey and Ken, you expecting anything special in the transfer window, guys? Transfer window, we're wrapping up this week, won't it? Senegal now with the possession as they play the ball back into the centre of the park. Now it's played out to that far side as Senegal coming towards the edge of the box. Ivory Coast coming to challenge for it, but Senegal managing to keep the possession as now they play it in behind. And Ivory Coast just make the challenge there as it's deflected out of play. And that should be a corner on the far side. Should be. Joey saying, still here, mate. Don't think anything special for us. Yeah, I know that's the only thing with Klopp leaving, isn't it, mate? Is obviously that now they've got to start thinking about what the new manager's going to want, aren't they? So, I mean, obviously he's entitled to leave and respect why he's leaving. Although I've got some interesting information to cover on that when I get 5 minutes to actually do it. I've been researching what that's meaning with Klopp. So there is how can we put it? A little bit of a conspiracy theory that I've discovered. I'm not sure if it's common knowledge, but hopefully I'll be covering that very soon. So I think it's relevant. But yeah, going to be hard for Liverpool to do any business, mate. Obviously, with Klopp leaving, you can't start bringing players in and signing them on long-term contracts with a new manager coming in, can you? So Ivory Coast about to make a substitution here. But yeah, Joey, I think it's going to affect a lot of clubs, mate. Not just obviously you guys affected by the manager, but that might not be a bad thing, Joey, because the manager change, shall we say? I think we're seeing this transfer window a lot of clubs being very cagey because of this financial fair play. This financial fair play really starting to bite clubs now. So a lot of clubs not wanting to spend any stupid money in case they get themselves in more trouble with the financial fair play. Oh, header towards goal there by Ivory Coast as the goalkeeper makes the save. Wow, good save there by the goalkeeper. Ivory Coast really piling on the pressure there. Yeah, it was just a cross into the box. But Ivory Coast causing a bit of panic there in the Senegal box. But the goalkeeper managed to get down low to it before Ivory Coast blasted it out of play. Now the ball kicked long down the field as Ivory Coast picking up the possession on the halfway line. Now the ball chipped forward as Senegal knocked the ball away up towards the halfway line. Ball played forward as Ivory Coast win the possession just outside their own box. Now the ball played out wide to this near side as Senegal intercept it. Now Senegal coming forward, playing it towards the edge of the box as Mane now plays the ball forward into the box as he gets the shot off, but just over the bar. Yeah, Joey, have you been hearing this rumour that's going around about... I'm getting a bit fed up with hearing it, to be honest, because I think it's just clickbait myself. But yeah, we keep hearing that Liverpool keep getting linked with Mbappe. Although I don't know what you think of that, Joey. Even if he did come, I think that'd be a bad move for Liverpool. I don't think he's the right kind of player for Liverpool. Not that he isn't a talented player. I just think his attitude stinks, and he could potentially upset the balance within the squad with his bad attitude. So I don't know if you've heard it, Joey. Let me know. Have you heard about it, Ken? Ken saying Senegal almost conceded. Thank you for that, Ken. Yeah, it's been some interesting battles inside the box at either end of the field, hasn't there, Ken? So we've got a stoppage at the moment, guys, for the water break. Stevie's saying, I don't want him. Fingers crossed it's just clickbait. I like it, Stevie. Yeah, I don't particularly like it. Like I say, nothing against him as a person, but it's his attitude. I think his attitude stinks. I think he thinks he's bigger than a club. And you can see that by the problem that PSG have had with him. Who wants a player that thinks he's bigger than the club? So, yeah, guys, if you're just joining us, we have got a water break at the moment. So Senegal just had a good opportunity, but Mane got the shot off, but he blasted it over the bar. So at the moment, we're about 75 minutes gone, and it's currently Senegal 1, Ivory Coast 0. Fantastic party atmosphere going on in the stand from the fans. But yeah, I agree, Steve. Maybe Man United might get him because they don't mind players that are difficult, do they? Stevie's saying, don't think he's right for EPL. I totally agree. Well said. Well said, Stevie. Oh, Ivory Coast now on the attackers. They get the shot off, and the goalkeeper makes the save. Well, Nicola Pepe with the shot. But a quick long ball over the top sees him get in behind the Senegal defence to get the shot off. But the goalkeeper equally good and makes the save. Now Ivory Coast with the possession on that far side as Senegal make the challenge. Now Senegal with the possession as they race forward, coming into the Ivory Coast box. Ball crossed in as it's deflected away and goes out of play for a corner on the far side of the field. Joey is saying, you're right, Stevie. Think it's just clickbait. Defo not right for us. His ego wouldn't last long at LFC. Yeah, he'd be a flop, mate. He'd be a flop. He'd be like, what was he called? Corner comes in as the goalkeeper makes the save. Ivory Coast knocking it away out to this near side as Senegal come across with a sliding challenge and knock the ball out of play. But yeah, what was he called now? I forgot his name now. Oh, what was he called? He came to Liverpool for a bit and he had an ego and it never worked out. It never worked out. It was never going to work out. But Liverpool got him cheap, didn't they? They were just trying to. I think they were just trying to plug gaps in the squad. What's he called now? Babatelli. Was it Babatelli? Balotelli? Is that how I pronounce it? I can't remember. But you remember the lad who I'm on about? He used to play for City, Italian lad. Went back to Italy and then came to Liverpool for about, I think he lasted about a season, didn't he? But yeah, again, like you say, his ego doesn't fit in with Liverpool. You need to play. You need play at Liverpool very much like players that don't mind players being confident and loving their talent and being confident in who they are. But you have to respect that there's other stars in the team, that they're not just necessarily the main man. And I think that's why Mo Salah is so successful at Liverpool, because he knows he's a top player. He knows he's a star player, but it doesn't get to him. It doesn't let his ego get to him, because he knows he's got other top players around him as well. Ivory Coast now with the possession as it plays it out up the field. Senegal intercept it and knock it out wide on that far side as Ivory Coast knock it up the field. And Senegal eventually knock it out of play on that far side for a throw into Ivory Coast, bang on the halfway line. Ivory Coast now with the possession as they play the ball back into the centre of the field. Now it's knocked out wide on this near side. Why do we have to keep getting these tight games? I thought it was going to be decided one way or the other, this one. Ivory Coast now working the ball down this near side. Ball crossed into the box as just goes past everybody. Ivory Coast picking up the possession on that far side as they just knock the ball back out towards the edge of the pitch. Senegal coming to challenge for it as Ivory Coast play it in behind, and Senegal just see the ball out of play as the referee blows the whistle for the foul. Don't forget, guys, if you like us doing, we'd like us doing the Africa Cup of Nations, please do hit that like button to let us know that. Would be appreciated, and thank you very much if you have already. We're on 80 minutes gone, and it's currently Senegal 1, Ivory Coast 0. Not a lot between the two teams, in fairness. I thought it'd be more goals in this game, but only one goal, which came very early in the first half. Now the goalkeeper kicks the ball long down the field. Ivory Coast heading it back towards the halfway line. As now it's deflected out wide on this near side. Senegal managing to keep the possession. So no, Ivory Coast winning, knocking it into the box. Oh, foul on the Ivory Coast player. And the referee waving it away. Now he's booking Ivory Coast players. And the referee booking him for diving. These referees in this Africa Cup of Nations, they don't mind being controversial, do they? Ivory Coast. Yeah, it's Pepe that's fouled. Yeah, it does look like a genuine penalty. I think the referee's got that one wrong. How's he meant to not clatter into the ball, into the goalkeeper when he's that close to him? That's nuts, isn't it, guys? Absolute madness. So the referee being told to go and look at the VAR screen. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. I'll be shocked if it's not. He's booked the Senegal referee. This referee is so card happy. You want to see him. Anybody that's questioning him is just getting the yellow card out and showing him a yellow card. This referee's on a bit of a power trip. It's a penalty. There's no question about it. It is a penalty. I don't see how he could question that. Looks like a bona fide penalty to me, guys. So the referee's also booked the Senegal coach. And he's given the penalty. So Ivory Coast with a lifeline here. Oh, controversy, guys. But this referee definitely on a power trip. Definitely on a power trip. Booking players, booking coaches, booking assistant coaches. Well, it's going to be a penalty for the Ivory Coast. We're on 84 and a half minutes gone, guys. And an opportunity here for Ivory Coast to level the score. So Ketier to take the penalty for Ivory Coast. And it's into the back of the net. Cool and calm with the penalty as Ivory Coast equalise with the penalty. 1-1. And Joey's saying, go on, Ivory Coast. Thank you, Joey. Yep, it's all level now. So Ketier levels the score. Ken is saying, come on, Senegal. Thank you, Ken. Joey saying, just found you on Kick Gaz. Drop to follow. Well, thank you very much, Joey. You are a star, mate. Thank you for that. Nice one, Joey. Really appreciate that, mate. You are a gentleman. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm hoping to get on there tonight, although this goes to extra time. That might change things, which would just be my luck. But thank you, Joey. Really appreciated, mate. You are a star, top man. Senegal now with work to do as Ivory Coast have managed to drag themselves. Why do we always keep getting the action late in the game in these Africa Cup of Nations games? Every game there's been late drama. Ivory Coast now with the possession on the halfway line. But yeah, thank you, Joey. You are an absolute star. Really appreciate that, mate. Oh, the ball knocked on here as the goalkeeper manages to come and intercept it. Goalkeeper coming out to intercept that quite comfortably. We're on 88.5 minutes gone, guys. 1-1. Now Senegal tried to play out from the back as Ivory Coast come to press the ball. Senegal knocking it long out wide on that far side as they just play it forward there. Senegal intercept it, but lose it straight away as Ivory Coast win the possession back. Now Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide on this near side. Ball played forward up towards the edge of the box as Senegal managing to win the possession as they head it out wide on that far side. Ivory Coast managed to win the possession as now they come towards the edge of the box. Senegal managing to knock the ball away up the field as it bounces away out to that far side. Senegal on the attack. As a foul there. Who's he booked here? Can't book Mane because he's got to give him a red card if he's booked him. He's already had one yellow card. Yeah, it's got to be the Ivory Coast player he's booked there. But yeah, cheers, Joey. Thank you for that, mate. Really appreciate the support. You are a star. And looking forward to getting on to kick and getting started. Really looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good addition to what we're already doing. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Now Senegal with the possession on the edge of the box. Ball chipped in as it's headed away by Ivory Coast. Now Senegal winning the ball back on the edge of the box, but the referee has blown the whistle. And Joey saying, no worries, mate. Well, thank you, Joey. No, I really do appreciate it. As you can see on the channel, we've not even started on there yet, mate. So really is a big help, that, mate. Thank you. Now the ball back with the Ivory Coast goalkeeper as they play it out wide on this near side. Ball chipped long up the field as it's headed on. And the goalkeeper manages to intercept that before. We've got 7 minutes added on time at the end of this second half, guys. Now the ball rolled out wide to that far side for Senegal. Senegal now playing the ball forward as Ivory Coast come to it, challenge for it, but the referee was blown for the foul here. Didn't see an awful lot wrong. This referee is definitely whistle happy. So Senegal now with a free kick as they play the ball back into the centre of the field. Now ball played forward as Ivory Coast come to challenge for it. Senegal chipping the ball forward over the top, but nobody running onto it as it goes all the way back to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper. So we played 2 minutes of the 7 minutes added on time, guys. Looking like we're going to extra time. As now Ivory Coast play the ball out wide on that far side. Ball played forward, but it's intercepted by Senegal. As Ivory Coast win it back. Now Ivory Coast take the throw in as they now come into the centre of the field. Challenged by Senegal as Senegal now win the ball. Now Senegal racing into the centre circle, but it's challenged by Ivory Coast as they knock it out wide to this near side. Now Ivory Coast charging forward as Senegal make the challenge, and now the referee blows for the foul. So free kick here for Ivory Coast. Very, very central, guys. I would say probably about 25 yards from goal, something like that. Ball crossed into the box. It's a poor delivery. as it bounces straight out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Senegal. As now the goalkeeper kicks the ball up the field. Yeah, no, it wasn't a good delivery, that. Ball played out wide on that far side for Senegal. As now they play it back into the centre of the field. Trying to come forward as now they chip the ball back out wide to that far side. It's headed on as Senegal now racing forward, but Ivory Coast come across to make the challenge. So the referee gives the free kick on that far side. So Senegal with a, I think it's been a free kick, or is it throw-in? I'm not sure. Let's see. Not making his decisions clear and obvious, this ref. We don't know if it's a free kick or a throw-in. Or whatever it was, we didn't see it. Ball's back in play, though. That's now Senegal with the possession. They just knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper kicks the ball out wide to that far side as both sets of players trying to intercept it. Now the referee blows for the foul, and that will be a free kick to Senegal on the far side of the field. Senegal now with the possession, chipping the ball forward, trying to get in behind this Ivory Coast defence, but Ivory Coast have won the possession. As now Ivory Coast chipping the ball long, looking to try and get in behind as they now come towards the edge of the box. Senegal making the challenge. Referees blowing the whistle again. Take the referee's whistle off him. This is a joke. Millsard, how you doing, mate? Millsard saying, it's time to say my favourite Wigan player has left Wigan and I have him on every shirt. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate, but that's football for you, Millsard. Welcome to the show, mate. Now, Senegal with a shot from the edge of the box as it goes wide and out of play. Yeah, I was going to do a transfer chat on Kick tonight and get that going, but looking like this is going to extra time now. So frustrating, but it is what it is. So corner on this near side, and we're going to get a late goal. Corner comes in for Senegal, deep as it bounces out on that far side. Ivory Coast win a throw-in. A throw-in. They're running down the clock here. Millsard is saying he has joined Portsmouth. Damn. We're going to extra time, for crying out loud. That boxed up my plans for the night, hasn't it? Why is it always the games that you don't want to go to extra time that go to extra time? So yeah, thank you for that, Millsard. Yeah, well, Portsmouth obviously pushing at the top of the league for promotion. But sorry to hear that, mate. But like you say, it is football. Joey saying hi, Millsard. Hi, Millsard. Who? Callum Lang. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Joey. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Millsard saying Callum Lang. Kenny saying hi, Millsard. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. And Milzard saying, hi, Ken and Joey. Awesome. Thank you, Milzard. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Did you hear that, guys? Senegal, for the first time, have been taken to extra time in the Africa Cup of Nations. That is just about typical, isn't it? First time is the first time we do them on the knockout competition. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit frustrated. I've not had nothing to eat yet, and obviously, I was planning to do a test stream on the new platform tonight, but I think that's just been messed up now. This going to extra time. It's not even been a kind of game that deserves extra time. Millsard saying, has it been a good game? It's been average. Average. I've seen better. Too much stoppage, too much interference from the referee, if you ask me. Stopping the play, breaking up the game all the time. Loads and loads of stoppages for ball going out of play, fouls. Well, I don't know what these African referees are chained, but they seem to, it's slightest contact and they blow the whistles. It's really frustrating how they break up the game. They just stop the flow of the game all the time. But yeah, it's not been the worst game, but it's definitely not been the best game. Ken is saying predicted correct score at full time. I didn't see you put a prediction. All I can see is come on, Senegal, goal 11, Senegal on penalties. You didn't drop a score prediction, Ken. Didn't drop a score prediction, mate. Ken, you're saying Ivory Coast have got back into the match. Yeah, they have. Unfortunately, not that I don't want them to win. It's just I didn't want the extra time, guys. Got work early in the morning, so really frustrated that it's gone to extra time. But it is what it is. Just means I'm going to have another tired start to the day tomorrow. So we're having a coin toss now by the referee. Come on, get on with it. So we've got an extra 30 minutes of football here, guys. Senegal kick us off for the extra time. Millsard saying, do not get me started on refs. Wigan had had on Saturday the worst ref I've ever seen. 95 fouls. What Stevenage did, 19 of them got given. Okay. Wigan got 20 and 18 fouls. Ken saying gasp. Thank you, Ken. Ivory Coast now with the possession on this near side as Senegal challenge for it. And the referee blows for the foul again for minimal contact. Sack the ref. This referee needs sacking. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long down the field. Both sets of players trying to win it. It's now it's with Senegal as Senegal racing forward down the middle of the park as Ivory Coast make the challenge. Senegal managed to ride the challenge as they play it towards the edge of the box. And the referee has blown the whistle again. For crying out loud, this ref is a dick. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's no reason for him to blow the whistle there. Absolutely no foul, no nothing, but he's blown the whistle. What an absolute biff. This referee's really starting to wind me up now. Goalkeeper kicks the ball out wide to that far side as Ivory Coast now coming forward. Senegal come across the challenge for it as Ivory Coast just play the ball back to the halfway line. Now it's chipped long. And that's a poor delivery. What's he thinking of? Where's he going? That's a really poor delivery into the box. Millsard saying ref nowadays need to look at themselves. Absolutely, totally agree with that, Millsard. Yeah, well said, mate. Ball played out wide on that far side as it's knocked out of play for another throw in. Millsard saying, Gaz, let your anger out. I'm not angry, mate. I'm just a bit frustrated because I've got work early in the morning, so I wasn't expecting this. So I thought Senegal or Ivory Coast, one of the other, would absolutely smash each other, and we'd get a game decided one way or the other. If I'd have thought it was going to go to extra time, I wouldn't have done it because I've got a really early start in the morning. But it is what it is. So I'm just frustrated. We keep starving myself for sleep trying to build the channel. It's not good when you keep trying to build the channel and going to work on 4 hours sleep a day. It's not good. Just leaves you frustrated and tired all the time. And as you guys know, I always try to be positive, but it's very difficult to be positive when you're literally getting 4 hours sleep sometimes. And it's happened many a time where I've only managed to get 4 hours sleep. Now Ivory Coast on the attack down that far side as the ball crossed into the box. It's knocked away by Senegal. Referee's blown for another foul here, but this referee is crap. So Senegal now with a free kick. Ball played forward. As Ivory Coast come to challenge for it, but Senegal chip it forward. Ivory Coast have won it on that far side. Ryan is saying, hey up, everyone. How's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the show, mate. Ball played down that far side as now Ivory Coast knock it on there, but it's intercepted by Senegal. Senegal now playing the ball forward, but it's challenge. Oh, the referee. This referee is trying. Honest, this referee is doing my head in. He really is doing my head in. Just can't get the game going, guys. The ref, every time the game starts and starts to move, the referee just blows the whistle. I mean, fair enough, that was a genuine clumsy foul, but he's been blowing the whistle for a lot of soft fouls as well. So Ariara booked by the referee. Senegal now making a substitution. Sa coming off, and it's India. I can't pronounce his name. India coming on. Millsard saying Pierre Acho is the ref's name. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that at the start of the game. Thank you, Millsard. Appreciate you letting me know, mate. Well, yeah, let's hope we don't see him managing in Europe, refereeing in Europe, guys, because he's too whistle happy. Way too. This might have been the game. This might have been the same referee that was annoying me in the group stage, because there was a referee in the group stage that seemed to be very whistle happy, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's the same guy. But yeah, thank you for that, Millsard. As I say, apologies for getting a little bit frustrated, guys. It's not I'm frustrated with the game. I'm just frustrated because I've got a very early start in the morning. And now I won't get to test out the new platform tonight, which is just more annoyance. Too much work and not enough hours to do it, guys. That's the reality of my life at the minute. Way too much work and not enough hours in the day. Ball out on the play on that far side for Senegal. Throw into them as the ball comes in. Now, Ivory Coast challenge and win the ball back. As they play the ball back into the centre of the field, it's knocked forward now as Ivory Coast with a shot, and it's just gone wide of the far post. Thank you for that, Millsard. Millsard saying, hi, Mr. Barnsley. Awesome. Thank you, Millsard. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Mr. Barnes is saying, this game like watching Barnsley, same old ref. Mr. Barnes is saying, hope you're well, Millsard. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Barnsley. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Goalkeeper now kicks the ball long down the field. Senegal with the possession on that far side as Ivory Coast come to a challenge for it, and it goes out for a throw-in. See, there's just no sign of any goals coming in this game. It's just a midfield scrap. Ivory Coast now with the possession. Now they chip the ball out wide on this near side. And now they try to come forward. Senegal come to press the ball as Ivory Coast keep the possession, but Ivory Coast lose it there as Senegal intercept it, but they've been fouled, and the referee blows the whistle again. You can't how many times this referee's blown the whistle. Senegal now with the possession on the halfway line as they knock it forward. Now ball played out wide on this near side. As it's knocked out of play on that far side and goes out for a throw-in. Millsard saying he did ref Egypt v Ghana in group stage. Yeah, I think we did that game. So I think, yeah, you're right. Might be that game that he annoyed me in. Thank you for that, Millsard. Thank you, mate. Ivory Coast now playing the ball forward down that far side as it's intercepted by Senegal. They play it back into the centre circle. Now Senegal coming forward as they knock the ball out wide to this near side. Now racing forward as Senegal come across towards the edge of the box. They tried to get the cross in there, but too much on that. As well, they won a corner out of it, I think. And now the Senegal, the Ivory Coast goalkeeper looks to have injured himself here. Yeah, it looks like the referee's injured himself here. Millsard saying blown in 43 times. 43 times. You've been counting. Where'd you find that stat, mate? Millsard, where do you find that stat, mate? That'd be interesting, to see how many times the referee. That's a good, interesting stat, actually, isn't it? How many times do referees blow the whistle in games? That'd be an interesting one. Mr. Barnsley say, Millsard, we got your rivals on Sunday, Barnsley and Bolton. You mean Barnsley v Bolton? Millsard saying best of luck. Ken saying, hey up, Ryan. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, Ken. I've got another stoppage here at the moment, guys. Millsard saying on match facts. All right. Thank you, Millsard. Nice one for letting me know, mate. Thank you for letting me know. I'll certainly look that up. Corner comes in as it's headed wide. He's tried to hit it on the volley there. End up knocking it wide. Sorry, guys, I'm yawning because I'm tired. Been a long day. Kent is saying, are you good, Ryan? Thank you, Ken. Nice one, mate. Mr. Barnes is saying, hey up, Ken, lad. Awesome. Loving the positive vibes, guys. Mr. Barnes is saying, I'm good, thanks, you, Ken. Loving the positivity. Thank you, guys. So we've got a throw in here for Senegal. A long ball thrown up the field as Ivory Coast tries to knock it out of play there, and it's gone out. Eventually, it does get knocked out of play. Millsard saying, about time this game is over. It would be Christmas with the amount of times he is blowing the whistle. Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Well said, Millsard. It's not just the amount of times a whistle. It's not. I mean, obviously, I'm no expert of Africa Cup of Nations, but I thought Senegal, as from what I've heard from fans, I thought I got told they're a really good team. I saw Ivory Coast a few times in the group stage. They looked a good team, so I was expecting a lot more efforts on goal from both teams, to be honest. But it's been, I've got to be honest, I think it's been disappointing for the amount of opportunities on goal. Now Mane coming down this near side. As he comes to the byline, tried to cross it in, but it's deflected behind, and that should be a corner on this near side to Senegal. Let's have a look at this. No, it's been given as a goal kick. Now Senegal with the possession on that far side. It's just gone out of play there for another throw-in. Ball played back to Ivory Coast defence. Now they chip the ball forward. As both sets of players challenging for it on this near side. Millsard saying they are a good team. They are brilliant. Well, I don't know about brilliant, but I'm like I say, mate. I'm not saying they're not a good team, but I was expecting, as I've just said to you, mate, I was expecting a lot more efforts on goal than we've seen. But the referee hasn't helped either because he's been stopping the game at every opportunity. But yeah, I was expecting end-to-end game, loads of opportunities on goal, but it's kind of not been. It's been a bit more like a relegation battle, if you ask me. So 1 minute to be added on at the end of this first half of extra time. I just genuinely didn't. My bad, guys. I just don't. I've got a lot to learn about the Africa Cup of Nations, but I genuinely didn't think this would go to extra time. Senegal with the possession now. That's the ball. Referee blown for another foul. How the hell has this referee got his referee badges? Now, Senegal knocking the ball out wide on this near side. Ball played forward. No, Senegal just cut the ball back, actually, as they now play the ball out wide on that far side as they come towards the edge of the box. Ivory Coast trying to make the challenge, but Senegal have managed to keep the possession as they just play the ball back up the field. Now, Senegal coming towards the edge of the box as Ivory Coast tried to challenge. Senegal now chip it in behind as it's, the goalkeeper comes out and blocks the shot. And now the referee blows for the extra time, a half time. Mane almost getting in on goal there. So, yeah, thank you for that, Milzard. I'm not saying they're not a good teammate. I'm just saying I've not seen enough evidence of it in this game from either team, to be fair. It's been too cagey, too slow, too broken up. Well, like I said, I think the referees impacted it a lot. Mr. Barnsley saying, Merry Christmas to all refs, lover. Thank you for that, Mr. Barnsley. Milzard saying, to be honest, the whistle and ref might be be in a relationship. That's a good one, Milzard. That is a good one. You could be right. Maybe he's in love with the whistle. Kent is saying Jingle Bells sang that yesterday as the Salomons 4-0 victory at Curzon Ashton. You were singing Jingle Bells in January? I presume that might have something to do with a club song or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Millsard saying, how is Morocco doing in this competition? They play tomorrow, I think. Where are we? Yeah, they play tomorrow against South Africa, mate. They play tomorrow, so they made it to the last 16. We're back underway for the second half of extra time. Millsard saying there are a bit behind still in 2024. 2020, yeah, I know. I've seen you mean the advertising. I know what you mean. Thank you for that, Millsard. Ken saying they play South Africa Tuesday. Thank you, Ken. Nice one, mate. Yep, you're right. Tomorrow they play South Africa. Now, Senegal knocking the ball out wide on this near side. Ken saying tournament should have played last year. Right. Yeah, it might have been. Why did they delay it then? Oh, yeah, because of the World Cup. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, we had the World Cup last year, didn't we? Thank you for that, Ken. Yeah, I forgot about that. That makes sense. Yeah, they should have had the tournament last year, but postponed because of the World Cup being in winter. So, yeah, thank you, Ken. Great info. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering why they put 2023, actually. But yeah, now you've said it, that makes sense, mate. Thank you for that, Ken. So ball with the goalkeeper now for Senegal as they try to play out from the back. Now they play it out wide on that far side. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long. So Senegal knock it away. And it's gone out of play on this near side for a throw into Ivory Coast. Ken, he's saying 2022, 22-24. Right, yeah, 20, right, I'm with you. Millsard saying, I wonder how warm it is for the players. Very warm. Apparently, it's very humid over there at the moment. They're in summertime, aren't they? We're in winter time. They're currently in summertime in Ivory Coast. Obviously, it's the southern hemisphere. Although it doesn't matter in Africa because half of Africa's on the equator, in it. So they summer. It feels like summer all year round for some countries in Africa. Now the ball played down this near side. Joey, are you still about, mate? Or have you jumped off? Senegal now with the throwing on this near side as it's thrown back to the halfway line. Now Senegal playing it back into the centre of the park as it's kicked long out wide to that far side. As Ivory Coast managing to intercept it. Now they come forward as they play it back into the centre of the field as it's challenged there by Senegal. And now Ivory Coast with the possession on the halfway line. Now the ball kicked out wide to that far side as it's headed back in the direction it came from. All right, no worries, Joe. I just because you've gone quiet for quite a while, I wasn't sure if you'd needed to go off and see to the youngsters. I only ask you, mate, because normally when you jump off, you normally always say goodbye. So I wasn't sure if you got had to suddenly jump off to deal with the kiddies, mate. That's all. But yeah, thank you for sticking around, Joey. You really appreciate it, mate. Ball crossed into the box there as the goalkeeper manages to intercept it. But yeah, I totally understand if you need to get off, Joey. Obviously, got family to spend time with. Obviously, with you going back to work on Wednesday. I was only asking because you've gone quiet for a bit, and I know normally when you jump off, you always seem to make the effort to just quickly say goodbye. So my bad, Joey. Apologies there, mate. Mills Hardy saying Wigan have got Peterborough on Saturday away. Okay, mate. Well, thank you for that. Now, Senegal playing the ball back to the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper now knocks the ball out wide on this near side. As now Senegal playing the ball forward. Ivory Coast coming to challenge for it, but Senegal managing to keep the possession as now they knock the ball forward, coming towards the edge of the box. Senegal looking for some space here as they just cut the ball back there. Ivory Coast challenging for it, but Senegal managing to keep it there as Ivory Coast eventually do win it just on this near side. This game has got penalties written all over it, guys. Ivory Coast now knocking the ball back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field as Senegal now with the possession. They play it back to the halfway line. Ball played forward. Now Senegal with the possession on the edge of the centre circle as they play the ball forward. It's trying to come down this near side. Goalkeeper now to take the free kick. Jordy, how you doing, mate? Jordy, welcome to the show, mate. Jordy saying 119 minutes lead from Drogba off the stands and send Ivory Coast to the quarterfinal. Yeah. I'm sure Ivory Coast would certainly love to call on Drogba. And knowing how fit he used to be, he's probably still fit enough to play a good 20 minutes, half an hour. Now, Ivory Coast with a possession on this near side, but they've lost it. Senegal now racing forward down this near side as Senegal playing it into the centre of the park. Now they knock it out. Well, they tried to knock it out wide before running into each other, but now there's just there's just a lack of quality in front of goal. Ivory Coast now on the attack as they race forward. Now coming towards the edge of the box as Senegal make the challenge. Ivory Coast managed to get the shot off there, but it's blocked off as the ball deflects out wide on that far side. As the ball crossed in, and the goalkeeper manages to make the save, and eventually Senegal knock the ball away out to that far side. As now they knock it forward, but it's intercepted by Ivory Coast before Senegal make the challenge. Now Senegal with the possession as they chip the ball forward. Now Senegal with Mane on that far side. Can he make the most of this as he takes it to the byline? Ball crossed in as Ivory Coast, just managed to make the challenge. A foul there, but ball played forward as the goalkeeper manages to intercept that. There you go. If you saw that, guys, you'll see what I mean about the lack of quality in front of goal. Snatching at shots. Just snatching at shots rather than... Yeah, look at that. He's dived. That's a clear dive. Milzard is saying, come on, Senegal. Thank you, Milzard. Milzard also saying, why is AFCON in the middle of the season? Because it's the warmer time of year for them over there a lot of the time. Obviously, Africa's not part of Europe, mate, so they don't follow our season calendar. All European leagues follow our calendar, but Africa doesn't because it's its own continent. If you look at America, the MLS, mate, they don't follow our season. Their season runs, I think the MLS season runs from about, well, I can't remember exactly what months it runs, but I know it doesn't run at the same time as ours. It kind of overlaps our season. So it all depends where you are in the world, mate. You got to think different parts of the world have different seasons. So if it's summer here, it's winter in another part of the world. If it's summer in another part of the world, it's winter here. So it's all to do with their own culture. You got to think, mate. Not everybody's going to bow down to English football and European football, are they? They're going to create their own leagues, their own league structure, and obviously schedule the games when it's best for them. But yeah, I can't remember the months of the MLS, but I know it overlaps English and Scottish football, done it? So it kind of like, I know that because players have, I think, yeah, I think don't the MLS start in something like March? I think it is. So the MLS season starts in March. I'm sure it does because I know this because players. I remember when Henry was playing over there, he came back to the Premier League on loan with Arsenal. He did a short-term loan with Arsenal because they weren't playing in the MLS, but the loan ended, I think, at the end of, was it halfway through March or something like that, because he had to be back for the start of the MLS season for his parent club. So, yeah. So it depends where you are in the world, mate. What like I said, they follow their own football calendar. Not every country or continent follows the Europeans structure. Hope that explains it for you a bit better, Milzard. Milzard saying, I can't wait for the Euros. Yeah, me too, mate. Should be absolutely cracking. I'm looking forward to that, especially with Scotland qualifying, and hopefully Wales will also qualify as well. So we'll have a good representation of UK nations. Ken is saying, remember, Drogba missed the vital penalty in a marathon shootout. Yes, absolutely. Follow. Yeah, well said, Ken. Forgot about that. Fantastic football knowledge there shown by Ken. Yeah, I forgot about that, mate. Milzard saying, international football is only good in Euros, World Cup and Copa America. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, Milzard, and I respect your opinion, but you have to respect that other people might think differently, mate. At the end of the day, I'm sure most African fans would think differently. Same with the Asia community as well. But it's all about what you like, mate. You got to think you're born in the UK, so you're gonna have UK interests in football, whereas people born in Africa, they're gonna have African interests in football, mate. So it all depends where you're born in the world, doesn't it? Ball's just been blasted behind now. Just got to penalties. We just know it's going to be penalties. We're 3 minutes away from the end of this second half of extra time. But you just know it's going to penalties. No sign of either team scoring at the moment, guys. Wilfred Singo coming on for Ivory Coast. So Wilfred Singo. Abdul Diala going off and Bamba Diengo coming on. Apologies if I'm not reading those names correctly, guys. My bad. Ball's knocked out of play on this near side for a throw-in. So Ivory Coast with a throw-in on this near side, midway inside their own half. Ball kicked long up the field as it's headed on. Now Ivory Coast coming into the centre of the field as it's challenged by Senegal. Senegal now with the possession. And the referee blowing for a foul here. Milsard saying, how has the ref been this extra time? Well, he's still blown the whistle a few times, although it's not been as bad as it has been in the game, but he's still blown it a few times. I try to ignore the ref as much as possible, in fairness, mate. I only rant about the ref when they grab my attention. And they grab my attention when they're stopping the game all the time. I'm old school, mate. I want to see the game flow. I remember the back in the days when games used to flow regularly. You didn't have all this breaks in play, VAR checks, long breaks in play, bloody loads of players fouling in injuries. When I was growing up, when I was your age, Milzard, games used to flow. It was a manly game. Players stayed on their feet. Players rolled challenges. Go and watch video clips of George Best. That's the best way to look at it. You look at George Best playing on muddy, crappy pitches, challenges coming in from all over the place in the pitch, and he would jump over the challenges. He would literally ride what you used to call ride the challenges. So, in other words, as a player comes sliding in, he would jump over the player and keep running forward, and he would get goals. And why? Because he wasn't looking for the fake foul. But the games today, guys, are not what I know, what I grew up. Like I say, I'm not saying the football was perfect when I was a kid. It wasn't. There were still problems with the game. But at least the game flowed better than it does today. A lot of games don't flow well because of the amount of stoppages and VAR, spoiling the game with long stoppages and stuff like that. Listen to the interview from the West Brom manager the other day. You guys seen what happened with the Wolves game, a West Brom game? If you listen to the manager in his interview, and one thing he's making a big point of is players cooling down. Managers know that players get their muscles moving, their legs moving. They want them to keep moving. They don't want to stop starting the games because that means that they're more at risk of injuries. And if you listen to that interview the other day, I thought it was brilliant from the West Brom manager, and the Wolves manager, I think, even mentioned it as well. Both of them mentioning about players slowing down and long breaks in play, and then they've got to come off. And I think one of the managers even said he took one player off because he didn't want to risk him going back on after a 20-minute break in play and getting injured. because he felt that he might risk getting injured because he'd stopped playing for 20 minutes and then you're expecting the players to warm up and then go and start playing again. Um, it's quite a key thing in football, guys. 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this second half. Millsord saying, I'll have to go now. Bye, guys. Ken, show it. Awesome. Thank you, Millsord. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. Stay safe and well, and hopefully see you again soon on a future stream, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully have a good rest, mate. Take care. Thank you, Millsord. And Joey saying, see you later, Millsord. Awesome, Joey. Thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, Joey. Looks like we're going to penalties, guys. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long. And there goes the full-time whistle. And Ken saying, take care, Millsord. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Nice one, mate. So, yeah, we're going to penalties. I saw the writing on the wall with that, guys. I could see that. Could see that miles away that we were going to penalties. Just not enough quality. I'm not wanting to criticise the players or the teams, but just not enough quality in the final third, guys. Just snatching at shots, clumsy challenges going in. Just not enough quality in the final third. And when you don't get quality in the final third, you're not going to get goals. Unless, obviously, it's by mistakes. So we are having penalties, guys. And I players just start seeing the treatment now. So let's have a look. There we go. So there you go. 1-1 penalties. So yeah, bear with me a second, guys, while I quickly nip to the call of nature before we get the penalties. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So about to get underway with the penalties. Oh, penalties are always a lottery, guys. But we're about to go through that lottery. Kenny's saying prediction correct. Score after extra time, 2 on to penalties. Senegal 4, Ivory Coast 2. My prediction. Thank you, Ken. Ken with the prediction there for the penalties. Thank you, mate. So it has been a slug of a game. Yeah, they just said it on the camera. It's been a slugfest. I would agree with that, guys. It's definitely been a slugfest. So we're just waiting to find out which end of the pitch is going to be taking the penalties. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. If you like us doing the Africa Cup of Nations, that is the easiest way to show us by hitting that like button. Doesn't cost you nothing. And it lets us know you like us covering the Africa Cup of Nations. So players on the field, and we're about to get underway for the penalties. And it looks like I think the penalty is going to be played. I'm trying to work out which end of the pitch we're at here. They're not telling us. So penalties about to get underway. Who is going through to the quarterfinals and who is going home? Referee just having a word with both goalkeepers. The referee taking so long to talk to the goalkeepers. So it's Senegal to take the first penalty. So Senegal now to take the first penalty. As the goalkeeper bouncing about on the touchline as the referee blows the whistle. And it's straight into the back of the nets. Senegal have slotted the first penalty away into this near side of the net. Very confident penalty to give Senegal the first goal for the penalty shootout. And now Nicola Pepe coming up to take Ivory Coast's first penalty. So Nicholas Pep to take this one for Ivory Coast. Pepe now. As he slots it low and hard into the far corner of the net. And that makes it 1-1 on penalties. So both Senegal and Ivory Coast scoring their first penalties of the shootout. Goalkeeper went the right way, but just couldn't get a hand to it. So Senegal now coming forward to take their second penalty shootout. Some of the fans can't look, they're covering their faces. Senegal now with their second penalty. Tottenham player here. And he smashed it into the back of the net. So Pat Sarr with the second penalty scored for Senegal. The Tottenham youngster, 21-year-old. Now, Ivory Coast come forward to take their second penalty. Joey's saying, come on, Ivory Coast. Thank you, Joey. Ivory Coast now with their second penalty. Senegal now with a shot low and hard into the near side of the net. So 2-2 on penalties now, guys, as Ivory Coast slot that low and hard. Did I say Senegal? I might have said Senegal by accident. My bad, guys. But yeah, Ivory Coast have levelled the penalty shootout, and it's now 2-2. So Senegal now to take their third penalty. Oh, he's hit it off the post. Well, it's smashed off the post and gone back out. So Nakate missing the goal as he smashed it off the outside of the post on that far side. So Ivory Coast now to take their third penalty with the opportunity to go ahead. As he smashes it into the far side of the net. And Ivory Coast now ahead on penalties as it's 3-1 to Ivory Coast. Smashed it right into the far side of the net. Cool and calm as you like. Thank you for that, Joey. So Fofana. And Joey's saying, ooh, could this be an upset? You could be, mate. It could be. Senegal, low and hard into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. That makes it 3-3. So Ivory Coast now come forward to take their fourth penalty. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. Would be appreciated. Thank you very much if you have already. So Ivory Coast now to take their next penalty. As the goalkeeper bouncing about on the line. Ivory Coast now. And it's smashed into the top corner of the far side of the net. And Ivory Coast fans finding their voice to make loads of noise. Goalkeeper did actually get fingertips to that, but not enough to keep it out. So I must score penalty here now for Senegal. So Sadio Mane to take this one. As he smashes it straight down the middle. And that's a goal for Senegal. But will it be enough? So Frog Jesse comes forward to take the fifth penalty for Ivory Coast. If he scores this, they go through to the quarterfinals. If he scores this penalty for Ivory Coast. Jesse to take this as he does the slow run up, and it's into the roof of the net as he sends Ivory Coast through to the quarterfinals. And there is a big upset in the Africa Cup of Nations as the champions from the last tournament, Senegal, are knocked out, and Ivory Coast progress to the quarterfinals. Who'd have thought it, guys? Well, Senegal, I would say, have only got themselves to blame. They had plenty of time plenty of opportunities to kill off the game. They were leading the game 1-0 for what was probably the best part of 70 minutes, but they didn't capitalise on it and allowed Ivory Coast to find a way back into the game. It went to extra time. And in the end, Ivory Coast come out on top, winning the penalty shootout. And Senegal are knocked out. Who'd have thought it, guys? Who'd have thought it? So there we go, guys. As we'll have a quick look at the stats before I jump off. Drop your final comments, guys, before I wrap up the show, as I do need to wrap up the show very quickly now, as we are quite late in the evening here in the UK. So this is how the game went in numbers, guys. Total shots for Senegal, 12, 8 for Ivory Coast. Shots on target, 3 for Senegal, 4 for Ivory Coast. Possession, 43% for Senegal, 57% for Ivory Coast. Passes, 435 for Senegal, 577 for Ivory Coast. Pass accuracy, 78% for Senegal, 84% for Ivory Coast. Fouls, 25 for Senegal, 26 for Ivory Coast. Yellow cards, 4 for Senegal, 3 for Ivory Coast. And yellow cards, sorry, done the yellow cards. Red cards, none, sorry. Offsides, 2 against Senegal, 3 against Ivory Coast. And corners, 6 for Senegal, 2 for Ivory Coast. But the stat that really matters is the one at the top of the screen there, guys. The game finishing 1-1 after extra time, but it's Ivory Coast that progressed to the quarterfinals, winning 5-4 on penalties. And I'm sure the host nation will be absolutely bouncing as they have caused a real upset tonight, knocking out the last Africa Cup of Nations champions, Senegal. And Joey, yep, you're right, mate. We saw an upset. Joey saying, get in. Well done, Ivory Coast. Well, thank you for that, Joey. Yep, you were right with the upset. Geordie saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you, Geordie. Well done. Thank you, Geordie. Geordie saying that AFCON is really unpredictable. Absolutely. Yeah, well said, Geordie. Totally agree, mate. Geordie saying big up to the code to Ivory Coast. Thank you, Geordie. Well said, mate. Well said. Absolutely spot on. Joey saying, cheers, guys. Catch you soon. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, mate. Apologies, guys. I was a little bit frustrated earlier on, but as I say, I've got really early start in the morning. So I'm just tired of being tired, if you get my meaning. But thank you for your understanding and the amazing support you guys always show. But thank you, Joey. Stay safe and well, mate. And hope you have enjoyable last couple of days of your break from work. Stay safe and well. Best wishes to you and the family, Joey. And thank you for sticking around. Top man. Always a pleasure. Kenny saying, congratulations to Ivory Coast. I did predict score 4 pens in shootout and not enough. Thank you, Ken. Thank you for that, mate. Nice one. Ken saying, thanks for the stream. See you soon. Bye, fan dinners. Thank you, Ken. Best wishes to you, mate. Stay safe and well. Look after yourself. And yeah, thank you, Ken, for sticking around. Appreciate your conversation and company. And as I say, mate, stay safe and well. Thank you, Ken. So yeah, apologies, guys. I need to jump off quickly, but like I say, I've got to get some food and I've got to try and get to bed at a reasonable time to be able to get up tomorrow, but still got thumbnails to make for tomorrow's games. So it's not going to be a couple of hours yet before I get to some sleep. But thank you for all your amazing support. As always, guys, really appreciate it. Look after yourselves out there. Stay safe and well. And I look forward to seeing you on future streams. But for now, that's it from me. Take care. Sleep well, guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.